This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for watching News 8 Now. I'm Dua Shrar. For more than 50 years, the Department of Defense has required military sites to use a specific firefighting foam that contains harmful forever chemicals known as PFAS. Now, the DoD is updating its requirement to use foam without PFAS, and the new rules will extend to airports like the La Crosse Regional Airport. But as News 8 Now's Anna Fisher explains, it's a federal change that could have happened sooner.
The people of the town of Campbell on French Island have been under a health advisory since spring of 2021. The cause? Water contamination due to PFAS. Airports like La Crosse Regional theoretically could have been using PFAS-free foam for years now.
The FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018 required the FAA to allow the fluorine-free foams, but the FAA sidestepped that requirement by Congress and has been acting unlawfully as far as I'm concerned.
But the FAA was still using DoD standards for foam.
After October 5th of 2021, every civilian airport, they were all supposed to be using non-fluorinated foam.
But now, the DoD's requirement...
We're finally getting to the point where we see a light at the end of the tunnels.
There is still a problem. Foam suppliers now have to prove that there are no intentionally added PFAS in their products, and then the foam has to be tested.
And that certification process can take anywhere from 90 to 120 days.
And for Town of Campbell Supervisor Lee Donahue, who's seen residents living with contaminated water for years, slow progress isn't much progress at all.
We know that non-fluorinated foams work. We know that they are readily available. And it's just a matter of making that change.
Reporting in La Crosse, I'm Anna Fisher, News 8 Now.
Again, Congress required the FAA to allow airports to switch to PFAS-free foams by 2021, but that agency kept its standards according to military standards. The DoD change now takes that opportunity away.
Take a look here at the past few hours. We've had temperatures not moving much. Look at that, 27 degrees over the past several hours. Right now, we've moved up a degree. We're sitting at 28 degrees outside. Look at the conditions, cloudy skies, feels like 17 out there. Humidity is sitting at 75%. We have winds out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. Other temperatures across the area in the 20s and 30s. 26 is the current temperature in Sparta, 26 Black River Falls, 28 in La Crosse, 23 in Mason City. But you factor in that feels like temperature right now in the teens and 20s. Here's a look at the radar scan right now. We have a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break as we go into the next several days. The caveat to that, we're going to stay cloudy throughout the next 8. And in terms of temperatures for the next several hours, we'll go to 30 degrees by the 2 o'clock hour, 26 by 5, and then low 20s as we go into the 7, 8 o'clock time frame. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk about the cloudy skies. We're going to talk about temperatures going all over the place. And there's a couple days, Dua, where we may not even see temperatures getting into the 20s. We're talking about upper teens. So we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Over to you.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
3rd Congressional District Representative Derek Van Orden is now a member of 3 different House committees. During a visit at a West Salem farm, the freshman congressman gave an update on his first couple weeks in Congress. The Republican was appointed to the Agriculture Committee, Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, and the Veterans Affairs Committee. Van Orden and other members of the Agriculture Committee will lead the development of the upcoming Farm Bill. He says one of his first tasks in creating this bill will be traveling across the country to speak with farmers about the issues they face.
I want to make sure that we have real input, real time, real input from real farmers to make sure that that serves everybody the best.
In his first couple weeks in Congress, Van Orden proposed his first bills to enact a balanced budget amendment, give Congress members term limits, and ban Congress members from becoming lobbyists. La Crosse County now has an administrator in place. At Thursday night's county board meeting, Jane Clayclamp was officially appointed to the position. The county admin spot has been open for months. Clayclamp was serving as the interim administrator after Steve O'Malley retired in August of last year. She's been the associate county administrator for 7 years and says that experience will help her step into this new role.
Every single department head knows who I am. I know who they are. We've had long working relationships. So I feel like that is going to be a huge advantage as I come into this job. So I think that is probably the biggest advantage I have, is I've done the work, but I also know all the department heads.
Clay Clamp says her goal is to make sure everyone living in the county feels heard and respected. 3 policies passed as part of the Inflation Reduction Act are now in effect to lower the cost of prescription drugs. For Medicare beneficiaries, monthly insulin is now capped at $35 a month. Drug companies will be penalized for hiking prescription drug prices higher than the inflation rate, and all recommended vaccines are now free. AARP officials say the cost savings are substantial.
We would sometimes hear about people who were paying hundreds of dollars for a vaccine. Now, people who take recommended vaccines, which include things like shingles or shots for tetanus or whooping cough, will be free for people who are in those prescription drug plans.
Over 1 million Wisconsinites are on Medicare and about 60,000 use insulin. The $35 cap means monthly savings of anywhere between $20 to $70. If you're on Medicare and looking for more information, we have a link posted at news8000.com. Coming up, it's the key to a pizza: some dough, a little sauce, and a sprinkle of cheese. But take those ingredients and multiply it by over 100 for this pizza that's setting a world record. That's up next after the break.
Stella-Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella-Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A new day has dawned on the all-new Maury's, Audi, and Volkswagen of La Crosse. Feel the luxury of Maury's Audi as soon as you enter the new state-of-the-art Audi dealership. Audi technology and style incorporated into Maury's La Crosse Audi sales and service. Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse features an upbeat, high-tech atmosphere. Having service done, enjoy our relaxing lounge as you wait. Come experience excellence at the new and improved Volkswagen of La Crosse. New building, new location, same friendly staff. Maury's Audi and Volkswagen of La Crosse.
Full mouth reconstruction is really addressing every tooth in the patient's arch. So the patient may come in with some missing teeth, and that full mouth reconstruction might mean replacing a few teeth with implants and maybe crowns or veneers on the other teeth. I have a full mouth reconstruction. All my teeth have crowns on top of them. So at a very young age, I did a lot of grinding and lost a fair amount of tooth structure. I think everybody that's sitting in front of me that's asking for help deserves to have that help. You deserve to have the smile that you want.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming.
We are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
We warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warned storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more.
Recession worries led to another day of losses on Wall Street. The Dow dropped 252 points, the Nasdaq fell 104 points, and the S&P 500 dipped 30 points. CBS News' Chanel Call has the latest business headlines from New York.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told lawmakers her department has invoked extraordinary measures after the U.S. hit its $31 trillion debt limit yesterday. Those measures, which include delaying contributions to government employee retirement funds, should allow the country to avoid default for the next few months. It's up to Congress now to raise the country's borrowing cap. It's done that roughly 80 times since the 1960s. Tickets for this weekend's divisional NFL playoff games are some of the most expensive ever. According to Ticket IQ, the average secondary market ticket cost for Sunday's Dallas Cowboys-San Francisco 49ers matchup topped a record-shattering $1,400. Not far behind is Saturday's primetime playoff game between the New York Giants and Philadelphia Eagles at a secondary average ticket price of $1,100. And speaking of breaking records, Pizza Hut is hoping this is the world's largest pizza. Work on a massive 14,000 square foot pizza began on Wednesday at the LA Convention Center. The company says the finished product was cut into 68,000 slices and donated to local charities and food banks. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
Put the finishing touches on your bathroom with the Mica one-handle faucet from Moen. Its high-arc design creates a beautiful and timeless aesthetic while resisting water spots and fingerprints. Pick one up today for $109.99. Find everything you need for your painting projects. We have the best brands, best quality, and best prices on Pittsburgh paints. Find the right color and style for your home and save big. Pick up a gallon of Pittsburgh Ultra interior paint for only $14.97.
Save big money at Menards.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
It's about passion. It's about achievement. It's about hands-on. It's in our history. It's in our present and future. It's time to explore what Chippewa Valley Technical College is all about. Find us online at cvtc.edu and see what's in it for you.
You're not always going to be here, but you always have this. Whether you're here, or anywhere really, the News 8000 app lets you stay updated on your time. Get it today so you can have here.
A new approach to tackle future pandemics and new recommendations for treating early-stage colon cancer. Michael George has some of the day's top health stories.
Getting colon cancer patients chemotherapy before surgery may have long-term benefits. A UK-funded clinical trial found chemotherapy before rather than after surgery increased the chances of destroying cancer cells, and patients were significantly less likely to see their cancer return. Researchers at Tufts University say more Americans are turning to dollar stores for groceries. From 2008 to 2020, people in low-income and rural communities, especially in the South, spent more than 5% of their food budget at dollar store chains. Researchers say those stores typically stock food and beverages lower in nutrients and higher in calories and lack fresh produce and meats. And a new series in The Lancet highlights the need for a so-called One Health approach to tackle public health emergencies like COVID-19. The authors advocate human, animal, and environmental health organizations working together with a focus on prevention and preparedness, arguing the comprehensive global strategy would save money and lives. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Emergency rooms in Wisconsin are seeing more kids having mental health crises. UW Health's Pediatric Emergency Department is tracking an increase in children and teens needing immediate psychiatric care. In 2012, they had roughly 15 patients a month. In 2022, the number increased to 40. The greatest increase was in cases where kids were suicidal or having drug or alcohol overdoses. Experts say social media isn't helping either. An emergency pediatrician from UW Health says social media isolates kids even more.
Despite feeling like you have connectiveness with other people, it's really like a false front. There's so much on social media that shows other people's lives are so great. And so when kids are struggling and they see that, it's really difficult to then self-process. If you're having a hard time and other people are having a great time, there's something wrong with you. And that's not true.
Statistics also show children of color and LGBTQ kids are more affected by the mental health crisis. Dr. Hurst says a way to help is to recognize that your child will mimic what you do. So if your young child sees you constantly on your phone or on social media, they're likely to do the same. She recommends spending time together, going outside, and exercising. Well, there are ways to help. Anyone who is in a mental crisis can call 988. The crisis line number launched just 6 months ago, but officials say the hotline has taken more than 2 million calls and texts. The nonprofit says the service is not a surprise. The CEO also says that the company is probably not seeing an increase in need, but more people having easier access to the service. The Biden administration has invested nearly $1 billion into the hotline. And here is a live look through City Cam 8. Eric is in next with our forecast.
Right now at Home World Rugs, when you spend $4.99 or more, get an extra 7% off sale prices with 3-year special financing and pay nothing down and nothing for shipping on a huge selection of area rugs. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home World Rugs.
Wintertime and time for the winter hat. If you pass our way, you know we change the hat from time to time. Visit our showroom and you will see the many changes outside and in. What has not changed in 33 years is our goal to offer quality products and expert installation at fair prices. Today, over 70 strong, the Board Store remains true to that goal. Superior quality, fair prices. Windows and doors, kitchens, bathrooms, sunrooms and decks, flooring and tile. Improving your home, improving your life. The Board Store Home Improvements.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
When it's go time, I don't let constipation stop me.
New great-tasting Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites work naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. So you can go fast, go gently, and go on with life. New Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites put you comfortably in control.
We all know how weather goes around here. So why not take the First Warn team with you? Stay weather aware with hourly temps and conditions, video forecasts, and interactive radar. And the best part? It's easy to use. Here, try it.
Come see what great sleep looks like with a Purple mattress from Home Sleep Express. Right now, get no money down 3-year special financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Test and buy the famous Purple mattress, now at Home Sleep Express.
New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Board Store Home Improvements, 782-8877.
All right, if you have plans this weekend to travel, here's like some current conditions across the area. Black River Falls, good afternoon to you guys. You're seeing a temperature of 26. It feels like 18 out there. Winds very light. Look at that visibility at 10 miles. Over towards the Onalaska area, we're at 28 degrees. Feels like 18 out there. You can see the visibility is clear at this hour. Eau Claire, good afternoon to you guys. You have cloudy skies. 24 degrees is the current temperature. It feels like 15. Winds are out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour. And last but not least, La Crosse, 28 degrees. Feels like 17 out there. Winds are out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. Dew point is sitting at 21. So the general consensus right now, 20s across the majority of the area, low 30s over towards Boscobel as well as Prairie du Chien. But you take a look at that temperature change. Yeah, we're cooler as compared to yesterday. Matter of fact, we were 8 degrees cooler in Eau Claire, 6 degrees cooler in Black River Falls, 7 in Sparta, 5 in La Crosse, 7 in Viroqua. So we take a look here at the temperature trend as we go into the weekend. We'll see temperatures hovering right around freezing for tomorrow. Then we start to drop again with temperatures in the upper 20s by Sunday. Radar scan right now, we have a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break for the next several days for the most part, at least around here. A different story as you make your way farther south. We'll talk about why coming up in just a couple seconds, but here's the weather in motion. You can see the cloud cover. It's in play, and it's not going anywhere, not at least for this weekend. We're going to stay cloudy to mostly cloudy throughout the weekend, but high pressure is large and in charge. You can see, if you look real close, you can see these little wind particles. That's what's keeping the winds out of the west across the area. But we take a look here at the futurecast as we go into today. We'll see temperatures staying in the 20s and 30s. We're barely going to hit 30 on the cross. Some of the outlying areas towards West Salem, Onalaska, you guys will see temperatures in the upper 20s. 26 will be the high in Viroqua, 27 Black River Falls, 26 in Eau Claire, 24 as you make your way towards Ladysmith. So here's Sky Tracker. Again, we're going to stay cloudy throughout the evening and overnight hours. Here's 2 a.m. We'll see temperatures in the teens and 20s with cloudy skies by noon. Again, we're going to stay cloudy with temperatures staying in the 20s. Highs for Saturday, much like today. Some places a smidge warmer. I'm looking at Eula Cross, 32 degrees. 27 Winona, 26 Eau Claire, 26 in Ladysmith. So let's talk about the weekend, okay? So here's tomorrow. You can see we start the day off with cloudy skies. Snow chances will start to pick up across the southern portion of Wisconsin, portions of Iowa, and even northern Illinois, seeing some snow. But this is going to push its way off towards the east. It's not going to affect the Cooley region much. If it does affect anybody, Richland, Crawford County, you may see a stray shower or two. Otherwise, we're going to stay mostly cloudy. Then by Monday, you see the clouds dissipate for a little bit, only to fire back up yet again. So the first warn forecast for today will go to 30 degrees with cloudy skies. Temperatures will be, like I said, upper 20s, low 30s. Winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we help you plan your evening, we'll stay cloudy, and we'll see temperatures staying in the low to mid 20s. By the 11 o'clock hour, some places we'll see temperatures in the upper teens. So that takes us into the next 8 days. And I want to draw your attention to the weekend. Saturday, we go to 32. Sunday, let's try that again. Sunday, we go to 29. We'll stay mostly cloudy to cloudy. Then as we go into the remainder of the 8-day, we go to 31 on Monday, 30 for Tuesday, then do it. After this, Thursday, Friday, some places may not even see temperatures in the 20s. We're talking 22 for Thursday, 19 for Friday.
Eric, that's not what I want to hear.
Well, summer is in 100 and something days.
I like your countdown.
Me too.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
All right. High school can be a stressful and anxious time for students, but there is help, and it's in the form of a furry friend. Meet Luke, a therapy dog who's helping students at Onalaska High get through their day with ease. That's up after the break.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Without the lectures, call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Oh, that's full service. Pull in there, Michelle. Oh, yeah, okay.
Fill her up?
With the good stuff.
You got it.
Oh, and can you check the oil too, please?
Sure. That car has no oil.
At Sleepy Hollow, we are your full-service dealership.
The big game is just around the corner.
However, the big savings is going on right now here at Carl's.
Save up to 40% on major appliances.
Buy any 4-piece Samsung kitchen package and get 10% back. Plus, get your choice of this Samsung 55-inch TV or this amazing Samsung Freestyle video projector. Plus, you can save up to $500 on exclusive rebates. Carl's Big Game Sale is going on right now.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
The Drew Crew is here!
Yes, let's drew it.
You're here. It's fantastic.
Just stay that way. I love it.
Baby, do you feel me now?
Feeling it.
Oh, give us a pint of the good stuff, Drew. You kind of crushed it today. I do love this job.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Most of us can say that high school can be a pretty stressful time. But students at Onalaska High School have lucked out. Meet Luke. He's been roaming the halls for the past 2 years and helping support students along the way. A high school counselor says that amidst a national mental health crisis among the youth, a therapy dog is a refreshing presence.
He's really great about, if counselors are meeting with students, we'll invite Luke in if the students are okay with dogs to come in. And he really kind of just gravitates towards students and vice versa. The students really gravitate towards him too.
What a lovely thing. We will be right back after the break.
I'm Peyton Danowitz with News 8, and today is Financial Friday, brought to you by WMB Financial. We are at Bubba Meats today with Lee, who is the owner, and Dave with WMB Financial, and we're going to talk a little bit about what WMB Financial has done to help Bubba Meats become such a great business that it is. Lee, we'll start with you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you met Dave?
We met through a mutual friend of ours. Dave has helped me through all the thick and thins of owning a small business.
Can you tell us a little bit of history about Bubba Meats?
Sure. Bubba's Meats, we bought it about 9 years ago from the Bridle family. It's been a small business here in La Crosse for generations. Tried to keep that going.
And what's the best part about working with Dave?
Keeping it in the community. His team up there is awesome to work with, and there'll be anything that you want, they'll help you out.
And would you recommend WMB to other local businesses?
Oh, certainly, yeah. Dave and his team up there are just awesome to work with.
Dave, as a trusted financial advisor, what does working with local businesses like Bubba Meats mean to you?
It means everything. It's why I come to work every day doing this stuff for small businesses. It's not only building the relationships from the business standpoint, it's building the relationships on the personal side of things. And it's awesome to see people become very successful in what they do, and they're very passionate. And I'm glad to be part of that, part of their vision and their dreams and getting them to the finish line. And then also on the other side of it, just the personal relationships. There's nothing better than that. I've known Lee for a very long time. We just have a lot of fun together on and off the field, I call it, if we're ice fishing or if we're, maybe go to a local establishment. We have a lot of fun together, and that's what it's all about for me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. This has been another Financial Friday brought to you by WMB Financial.
One final look at the next 8 days. We'll see temperatures in the 20s and 30s till Friday. We go to 19. Summer begins in 152 days. That does it for now. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.